First John chapter 5, verse 14 and 15 reads, "Now this is the confidence that we have in him, that if we ask anything according to his will, he hears us. And if we know that he hears us, whatever we ask, we know that we have the petitions that we have asked of him." I think this is a very critical scripture right here, because if the things that we are praying for are not according to God's will, then why would he make it to come to fruition? I was reflecting earlier on a time when I was living in Seattle. I was working at the Starbucks stores. I was a shift supervisor at the time, and I really wanted to progress in my career and use my talents, for numbers and those sort of things to, further my professional career, further my finances. And I had my eye on getting a position in the Starbucks corporate office. And I would pray. When job opportunities came up, I would apply. Actually went back for my master's degree. I was doing that online as I was working at Starbucks. And that was a part of my plan, was to use that as a jumping point to try to get a job there. And I met different people that worked there. I went on what's called informational interviews. I even got job interviews, but God never opened that door. As much as I prayed, God never opened that door. And eventually I ended up moving out to Yakima, because that never came to fruition. And that's not why I moved to Yakima. But anyways, I moved to Yakima, and ever since this happened, it's been 7 years now. God's been pouring out his blessing in terms of a wonderful community, Christian community here that I'm a part of, that I'm able to minister to people and be blessed by all these relationships. He's poured out some blessings on my finances and given me opportunity to have some great work experience in more of the fields that I'm interested in, like accounting and numbers and finance. And then now I started a business, and it's financial coaching and accounting. And so he's really been able to bless those fruits. And it wasn't until I moved to Yakima, but if he had given me the opportunity at Starbucks, none of that would have ever happened. None of it would have ever happened. And so it wasn't God's will that I got a job there. And so I think that's a really important thing to keep in mind if we ever get frustrated and we're praying, God, why isn't this opening? I just don't understand. Maybe it's not God's will. Yeah, maybe it's not God's will. So I just encourage you guys to seek God's will in everything,